I think we should meet up at Chunks later and grab something to eat.
Wow, you look completely different.
Some stuff in my new apartment?
It's me.
I mean, you're great, but...
Once considered an effective, even essential element in combating some of the settled system's most dangerous threats, it would seem the mercenary company known as Ecliptic is now one of those threats. Everyone, it would seem, is now in their sights. From the pirates of the Crimson Fleet to civilian merchant vessels they claim have violated some law. Freestar Collective and United Colonies authorities appear hesitant to officially clamp down on Ecliptic, citing a lack of evidence, and the fact that they occasionally still employ the services of the contract company.
Last stop, Apollo. My favorite. And we can afford it. Mercury is much cheaper.
Got the mortgage approval signed and ready. Apollo's got the best view of the city. And it's closer to Manhattan.
Like by 30 feet.
Like I said, it's closer.
Couple of credits.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I do my best to keep up. Need something but don't have a lot of time? That's why I'm here. Yeah, sure thing. Take a look. Be seeing you.
Please let me know if you won't find a larger. I'm sure you'll be satisfied with the selection. Your patronage is appreciated.
Any troubles you need to share? Maybe if you're lucky, we'll...
I know your type. The freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning.
Ranger's on it, that's what she said.
Bora, Gabriel, escolhendo aqui com calma porque eu vou para as missões piratas agora. Eu vou deixar algumas roupas formais só pra... Esse aqui eu vou deixar o uniforme de segurança. Vou colocar uma na Sara, vou guardar uma aqui. Essa aqui eu vou levar, que eu vou vender. Vender essas armas aqui e fazer um dinheiro ali. Vamos lá.
Don't believe it.
What did you want to talk
I swear,
about?
those were the words that came out of her mouth. Well, if it isn't the newest addition to the family.
Sam was just telling us a story about Sarah and Vladimir that absolutely cannot possibly be true.
Are you suggesting I'm some kind of liar?
Hey, if the shoe fits.
At this point, we've all got stories that sound made up. Lucky that all of us here know they're true.
Some of our stories are a bit weirder than others, you gotta admit.
Okay, sure, but it's not a contest, Barrett. None of us thought we'd end up here like this. I was sure I'd have a nice, quiet, boring career in Mast.
I kind of figured I'd just keep securing religious relics.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Did you say securing or stealing?
You're never gonna let it go, are you?
Hey, haven't you heard? Holding grudges is good for business. Isn't that right, Walter?
Now, Andreja, I'm sure your answer would be something about the life of a smuggler. Am I right?
It was perhaps not my plan, but my options were limited.
Hey, no judgment here. In addition to weird stories, I think we've all done a few things we're not proud of.
And that is what Barrett does.
What about you? I know you were kind of thrown into all this.
Discovered an artifact and tussled with pirates all on his first day. No big deal, right? I bet it does.
I was going to say that miners don't get to uncover the secrets of the universe, but you kind of did, didn't you?
And thanks to your time at Argos, you've got marketable skills to fall back on once we're done discovering the secrets of the universe.
This is one hell of a crew we've assembled here. If we stay focused and watch each other's backs, we're gonna see this through. I'll drink to that.
I need to borrow your ship this weekend.
Keep moving, right through the checkpoint.
Anything I can help?
I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.
Vou ali em Sidônia que eu tenho que vender algumas coisas ali, aproveitar.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Vender umas coisas aqui antes de seguir, né?
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc. My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something.
We got a lot. Take your time. And ask me if you need it. Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
Yo, I'd give anything for a transfer to another enhance office. Somewhere more white collar would be nice. Be safe.
Never-ending struggle to contain the elusive Crimson Fleet.
Well, I hope you never need it.
Low gravity gives me that feeling I have butterflies in my stomach.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again? Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised how often it happens. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today? Let's have a little look-see at you, shall we? There's nothing wrong with you, physiologically speaking. Well, sure. You look to be an easy patient for a change. Stay healthy.
Nothing says December quite like holiday shows. But come January 1st, gourmet lovers have to wait a long
Hey, friendo.
Got any special goods you're willing to part with? Maybe we can make a deal. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo. Take a look. Hey, catch you on the flip side.
Identified as an ancient colony ship that finally reached its destination after generations of traveling some light. After extensive negotiation, the Paradiso Group outfitted this vessel with the grav drive, and now the ECS constant is gone. Where these colonists from out of time will go next is anyone's guess. Before the colonists left, in an exclusive SSNN interview, they revealed they have no hostile intentions and are open to trading with any interested parties. Hopefully, these peaceful travelers will find a good home in the stars.
Stay away from the right away or at a time?
Is it weird? That I still get nervous around you. We're literally best friends, after all.
Fala aí, Bilico Bioco. Tá jogando o que por aí, senhor?
I hear Constellation has been collecting a ton of new things. Ancient things. Do you think people are starting to notice?
Tá viciadinho no BF, né? Abandonou o Cyberpunk, Red Dead 2. Não abandonei não. Tem pra tudo. Aí tá certo.
It's very rude of the universe to not welcome you with fireworks when you arrive in space. And you dare shooting stars.
Ah, delícia de matar gente lá, vai. Mas eu vou pilotar um pouco aqui pra ver se aumenta a excursão. Vou até mexer na dificuldade da incursão aqui, ver se aparece mais gente, velho. Som de jogabilidade, chance de incursões. Ah, só pode deixar aumentada. Vai arrodear. BF, né, Gabriel?
Agent. You're clear to dock at docking port 1.
Filadélfia. Obrigado, hein? Não precisava não, meu irmão. Mesmo assim, muito obrigado. Muito obrigado, muito obrigado.
Shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
Ah, ele zerou lá o God lá, hein? Pô, essa nave é bonita, bicho.
Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
Moça, a senhora pode deixar eu passar? Tem que falar com seu chefe. Dá licença. Sai da minha frente. Aí não. Até tu, Sarah. Sai daqui. Deixa eu passar.
Sysdef Marines are the best of the best.
Aí.
I bet operations on the key are a clown show. I'm looking forward to reading your report.
Olha aqui é feroz e, como diz Manuel Gomes, feroz e...
You're back. So how did it go?
Bom, nessa minha primeira gameplay, eu acho que eu não dou muito pra ladrão não, né? Então, tô lá na Frota Escarlate, infiltrado lá. Vamos ver qual vai ser o plano agora.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
Bom, agora é o seguinte, eu não tô querendo... Eu tô muito com o pé atrás dessa nave aí da Galbank, que segundo os relatos ela tá carregada de dinheiro e tá abandonada, tá perdida em algum planeta. E eu não sei se eu digo a ele. Vamos segurar essa informação aqui.
If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way. I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word. Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Excuse me, Commander. Did you say Crix's legacy? Please tell me you aren't seriously going to give that any credence. Everyone knows that's just I don't know, a myth.
I'm holding tangible confirmation of the word legacy attached to Crix's name. That's too much of a coincidence to attribute to myth.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
Bom, eu tenho que embarcar num cruzeiro estelar para roubar credenciais do arquivo do Galbank. Por que acha que a Galbank tá esquecendo alguma coisa? Tá escondendo alguma coisa?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Galbank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the quay and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there. Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No, the Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Bom, eu vou deixar a minha arma então anti-humano fácil. Deixa eu ver se ela tá aqui. Eu tenho que lembrar se ela tá aqui primeiro, né? Tem que ver se ela tá aqui primeiro, porque como eu vou para um local
The fleet has you chasing ghosts in Suvorov. Nothing spookier than a pirate.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Hello. Howdy.
Vamos lá, vamos seguir o plano então. Vamos seguir o plano. Eita, que lugar bonito da gota. Dá pra ir, ó. Cruzeiro, ó. Tem o quê? Tem fotinha, hein? Fotinha da minha nave. Com o cruzeiro ali, ó. Beautiful. Aí sim, hein? Da lua. O tio.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Oh, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski.
Maçã podre.
Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for, or not? Okay. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
Like him or not, he's the Siren's captain, so his assistance is going to be invaluable. Maybe we should hear what he has to say.
You're insulting my intelligence. Delgado wouldn't send you all the way out here without specifically telling you what you're allowed to offer. I'll tell you what, though. I'm gonna make this extremely inexpensive for you. In fact, you don't have to offer me a single credit. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh god. I'd rather hunt down Varun's zealots than mingle with those egotistical frauds.
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd.
Meu Deus, é demais, bicho. Na moral.
No one likes Dombrowski, so he'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
É um RPGzão, né? É RPGzão, tem muito diálogo pra se definir o destino, né, dos personagens ali.
He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
É, tem muito diálogo, velho. Muito diálogo mesmo. E assim, quem não gosta de cinemática, com certeza também não vai gostar desses jogos dessa pegada, que tem muito diálogo, né? Você tem que ler muito, você tem que entender realmente para tomar a decisão certa, de acordo com o que você achar, entendeu? Então assim, não é aquele joguinho que você vai sentar, vai ligar ali e acabou. 3 horas, 4 horas você zerou. Não, entendeu? Então realmente a pessoa tem que curtir o gênero.
Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. What the hell? When I asked you earlier, you said you weren't here for anything else. Not only did you lie to me, but now you're telling me that she sent you after the award alone?
Valeu, Dé. Tamo junto.
And of course, Neva just happened to leave that out of her message about you, right? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Caraca, essa missão aqui não vai ser tão fácil não, hein? Essa missão aqui não vai ser tão fácil não, bicho.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever run.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
An open bar would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got. Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you. The Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit? His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. That's all then? Okay.
Quite here for business or pleasure?
All I know is that the award is given to whomever contributed the most to the preservation of Earth as a historic landmark. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. Enjoy the rest of the event. So, what brings you aboard?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Cara, tem como não, pô. Agora sim, tem a liberdade, né? Esses jogos, eles te dão a liberdade justamente, tipo, você não quer fazer a missão, você vai fazer outras coisas no jogo, entendeu? Vai construir nave, vai construir casinha. Eu tô fazendo essas missões agora da Frota Escarlate. Eu já tô vendo aqui que essas missões são mais demoradas da facção, né? Porque aqui, ó, eu posso escolher tudo, tem as principais que é da história, ó, que eu pausei a da história. Eu fiz 7 até agora da história, ó. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fiz 9 missões da história. E tem todas essas aqui de facção que eu tô fazendo, ó. Tem a da Frota Escarlate, tem a dos Valron, tem a da... A galera dos caçadores de recompensa ali, ó. Dos rastreadores. Tem o pessoal da União. Tem da empresa Ryujin. E tem essa DLC que eu ainda não comecei, que é o da Armada Terrana, que é dos robôs lá. Eu não comecei, o ideal dela é level 50. Tem a da Aliança dos Rastreadores aqui também, que eu tenho que fazer, ó. Então, além dessas missões principais da história, tem as missões de facção, tem as missões extras de atividade, tem as missões de mundo. Ó, só de atividade aqui, ó, simples, ó. É bom se... Deixa eu ver aqui uma coisa aqui. Deixa eu ver se ele aparece. Status, efeitos, exploração, missão. Eu fiz 43 missões até agora, 56 concluídas. Atividades 43 e missões 56. Missões principais eu fiz 9, missões concluídas da Frota Escarlate fiz 3, missões concluídas da Confederação Freestar fiz 6, missões da Ryujin fiz 2, missões da União das Colônias fiz 5, missões secundárias concluídas 47. Então tem as missões concluídas 56, atividades concluídas 43 e as missões secundárias 47. Então pode-se dizer que eu já joguei muito Starfield, né? E ainda nem zerei.
Positively horrid.
Assim, se eu for seguindo nesse ritmo que eu tô, de querer jogar todas as missões, fazer tudo, realmente vou demorar um pouquinho. Porque eu tô jogando ele sem pressa, eu quero curtir o RPG ali, entendeu? Mas se eu fosse jogar só... Ah, vai acabar meu Game Pass, eu vou jogar... rushar as principais e acabou. Só de 20 horas no máximo, pô. 15 horas. Eu já tô com 60 e poucas horas no jogo, pô. Tem que achar essa cidadão. Tem que achar essa... graficamente, de algumas mecânicas, é assim, cara. Mas pra quem gosta de RPG e tema espacial, pode ir sem medo.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
Vamos falar com ela aqui, com a Sheila. Essa Sheila é menino. Deixa eu clarear aqui pra ver. Meio estranha, né? Meio estranha essa Sheila aqui, né? É medido ou medido?
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
Medido ou medido?
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important.
Você é um cara, hein, bicho? Ouvi dizer que você é encarregado do prêmio de Salvador.
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master's safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Bicha, me deu um fora do caramba. Tu viu? A coisa mais importante a fazer do que falar com pessoas como você. Preciso elogiar o prêmio. É, bicho.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every
What
credit
a
we've
lovely
got.
Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh? Nice to have met you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The Society Chair has really outdone herself this time. Well, apparently the award is so valuable, there's only one in existence. It gets passed to a new winner every year. Well, that was boring.
Have you tried the canal base? Horrid.
Here for business or pleasure? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
So, what brings you aboard?
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Hello? Are you a member of the society? Sheila Holbrook is chair of the awards committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child.
Ah, de vez em quando acontece isso, ó. Mesma fala da outra NPC ali que eu perguntei sobre o prêmio. Só mudaram de lugar e de aparência. Mesma fala.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner.
Time. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the awards committee this year. The way she dotes over that
Todas as falas são as mesmas aqui, ó. Muda nada.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
If you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now. Could you please go away?
Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not going to find better tuned engines anywhere else in the Central Systems.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping the ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers.
There's nothing from the start. That's breathtaking.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Head of a ship.
You're a guest of Captain Rukov, right? Welcome aboard. Captain Rukov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Hello. How are you? So, what brings you aboard? Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you think it was her own child. That's all then? Okay.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh? Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. Sheila Holbrook. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Here for business or pleasure? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Nice to have met you. The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah? Claudia Swift is a low-level employee at Gold Bank, barely holds a decent security rating there, so there's not much to tell. Her cabin was paid for by Dombrowski, and she's been hovering near him ever since they boarded the Siren. Normally that wouldn't raise any eyebrows, but the fact that Dombrowski's married to someone else, that changes people's perception just a little bit. You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it? Go do something useful, okay?
I certainly hope... they decide...
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk. Here for business or pleasure?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh? Please, I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
With all the worthy causes in the settled systems, you'd think people wouldn't waste money on these pretentious luxuries.
On behalf of myself and the entire team at Trident Luxury Lines, we wish to thank you for choosing to travel with us. At the moment, Aurora isn't permitted on Trident Starliners, though we're working on having that changed. If you want to dine at Captain Rokov's table during dinner service, it's only an additional 5,000 credits. For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel. If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges, be sure to present your cabin pass to have the cost deducted from your account.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Oh, absolutely! The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you? I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You think I'm a pushover? I hear you. No, I can't. Sorry. I appreciate your interest, but I'm forbidden to disclose any personal information. I suppose. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If we want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I like Captain Rokov. I was bringing some paper. That would normally, if we want to. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? And why, in goodness name, would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I hope I can trust you. That's what I'm hoping. I hope so. I'd like to think so. Not happening. Oh, this is utterly preposterous. I'm not giving you anything. I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Now what? They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. Get back to it.
must you continue these unwelcome... Not at all. I am completely... Probably in a few days. I don't want the... Of course, if I keep getting... Excuse me? And why in goodness name? I should say so. The nerve of you to even ask something so stupid.
I've done this particular concept.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, wait, are you seriously... are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous. His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into 2 places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them. If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? That's true. You have come this far already. You know more about me than I suspected. Can't have that. Giving you the dirt on him will only make things worse. You know what? Forget it. The price of doing business by slinging mud is way too steep. What else you got? You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
If you're angry at anybody, it should be yourself for getting mixed up in this ridiculous scheme in the first place.
Judge me all you want, lady. At this point, if I'm going down, then all I'm focused on is dragging Larry down with me. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back. I was going to confront him back on Jemison, But then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer? I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their commnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
I don't know. If he's broken the law, he should be punished. But you don't need to stoop to his level just to prove a point.
Stoop to his level? That's impossible. No one in the galaxy could possibly get that low. Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
You look a bit lost in these surroundings. Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
You're a liar and an absolute disgrace to the United Colonies.
E aí, canal do João, boa noite. Um pouco, como tem legenda, facilita. Esse aqui é o Starfield.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So, what brings you?
The Society Chair has really outdone herself this time.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Whatever it takes. He's talking about tampering with the only system keeping everyone on this ship alive.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep the halls clear and avoid a panic. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass. On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC Security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview Ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Please remain in designated passenger.
There's some heavy security protecting this area, but judging from the fact that this is the life support control, it certainly makes sense.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rokov's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck a dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. I'm the Siren's chief engineer. Trident put me in charge of the entire tech team. We do our best to keep the ship running smoothly and efficiently. Of course, this beauty is a cutting-edge piece of spacecraft design. Almost everything has triple redundancy, like the life support system. Unfortunately, that means there's quite a bit of downtime. Could be worse, though, right? Oh, sorry, that area's off limits. No exceptions. No, sorry, I'm afraid it's impossible. Trident regulations strictly prohibit anyone from entering the life support area without a valid reason. Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, it's just that I could lose my job, you know? Hey, if your heart's set on it, who am I to stop you from staring at a bunch of life support machinery? Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Remember not to touch anything, please.
It appears that we've definitely ruined the party. Everyone's gone.
Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed. All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Can you believe the size of this cabin? It's large enough to accommodate a family of 12.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. First of all, you're in no position to demand anything. And second, you must think I'm stupid. There's no way I'd possibly incriminate myself by handing over the evidence. Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail.
Please. The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong. At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here. With this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. All I can tell you is that there's more than a few people at Mast who find Commander Akande to be a huge pain in the ass. I mean, the UC is aware that the Crimson Fleet is a problem, but it pales in comparison to the issues with the Freestar Collective. Akande's loaded with big-picture ideas, but not a ton of evidence to put them into action. And frankly, it's driving my superiors crazy.
All passengers.
Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see. You better tell Dombrowski to run. Because if you don't kill him, I will.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
What is it now? As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Like the ship's purser probably told you, it's because the system is completely automated. The only way you're gonna get the award is by using Sheila's claim ID. But she's not going to just hand it over. Here, give her this. I'm certain you'll like it. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Until you receive further instructions.
Get back to it.
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
Excuse me. Would you mind telling me exactly what the hell you're doing in my cabin? Am I hearing you correctly? You should mind your manners. Imagine pushing your way into my cabin uninvited and issuing such demands. It's a real emergency? Oh, my word. I thought this was a drill or some sort of nonsense. I thought I recognized you. Here, take my claim ID and take the award as far from this ailing vessel as you can. I know you'll keep it safe.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
This must be where the passengers store their valuables while the siren is underway.
Oh, for God's sake. Drop some of that rubbish already.
All passengers, may I have your attention,
Return to your
Please
cabin
report to your
immediately.
cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation. Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Oh, do get on with this. There's only so long I can stand being in the presence of this pig.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself. Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Bom, então até então não deu problema. Consegui o prêmio, consegui as credenciais. Vamos ver se eu vou conseguir sair dessa área.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is further instructions or a drill.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner? I usually have a nose for these things, but in your case, it's a mystery. Very frustrating. Whatever the case may be, it's apparently worth risking your life over. That's telling me it involves a lot of money. That also means I want in. Of course. I understand completely. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverich. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions. All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship... All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions. All passengers, may I have your attention?
A nave é muito grande, mano. É muito
Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Conseguimos. Tensa essa missão, hein? Tensa demais a missão. Pra ver o planeta dali, ó.
I have something for you when you have a moment. If something's on your mind, you can tell me. Ah, I miss talking to you already.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
You look like someone who has many stories to tell.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course. That's something you might be interested in.
Dar aquele save, né? Que eu não sei o que pode acontecer aqui. Vamos sobrescrever aqui e vamos nessa.
Hello, welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Oh no, none at all. I'm all alone down here. Yep, completely by myself. Well, I guess you're down here too, right? So that's two of us now. Sorry, not trying to lie to you or anything, just, yeah. Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. No, never, not at all. I'm so sorry. Hey, look, please don't mention this to my supervisor, okay? She'll give me a low rating, and I'm gonna end up scrubbing floors. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
What's that?
find anything useful?
What? That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sorry.
Right, Captain. Where are we heading next?
Bom, meus queridos, agora a gente vai entregar, né, essa missão lá na chave. Só que vai ficar para a próxima live. Próxima vez que eu for jogar o Starfield, eu tenho que ir lá devolver essa missão. Obteve todas as informações que podia a respeito do legado do transporte do Galbank e sua localização em Bannock 4. Agora preciso voltar para a chave e relatar minhas descobertas ao Delgado. É isso. Próxima livezinha de Starfield a gente continua essa missão aqui. Obrigado aí a galera que acompanhou, obrigado a todo mundo que deixou o like, tamo junto, forte abraço, até a próxima.